speed.
You know what Sunday's for the man. Got Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. Got Sundays for the man. We're talking Sundays for the man. Got Sundays for the man. On Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. We got Sundays for the man. Roxbury Softball. Got Sundays for the man. On Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. We got Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man.
Woo! And that was Double A and Not Bags, still absent for our Wednesday podcast. Welcome to Sundays Are for the Men. Again on Wednesday, where it's nice and pleasant and quiet. And special guest today. We'll get to that in a moment. We welcome you back. We podcasted a week ago, and of course, much has happened, as it tends to do. A couple fun things tonight. We're going to rank our favorite team's uniforms from 9 to 1, each around the table. But who do you got here? Aside from me, Rick Diffendale, you got to my left, making his return, Big Daddy Greg.
Hey.
Now I wish he was gone.
Aww.
We have former mayor of Roxbury, Anthony Alaco.
Greg just creeped me out a lot.
We have William Trotter.
Yep.
Former mayor hopeful. And our special guest tonight, manager for the Sharks, Mr. Razorblades Hendry.
Guys.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Manager of the year? Or
No, I don't think I won
good.
it.
I didn't think we were that stupid.
Alex might have won it, actually.
Yeah, I think Al won.
You know what? Well deserved. Anyway,
and
welcome.
then he left the team.
Welcome to the show, Ray.
Good to be here.
Happy to have you officially on board here as our special guest. Greg, you haven't been here in a while. How's your life?
It's going down, up, around.
We touched upon your performance at Zach and Kim's wedding last podcast. Care to comment on that?
Thank you.
It was something else.
Yeah, it was a good time.
As I said, you were the best version of yourself that night, and that's a compliment.
Yeah, I don't remember much, but it was. I was told it was a great time.
It's okay, I remember.
Good.
Billy, you're here every week. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You look great.
I feel great.
That's good. Anthony, how's your week, pal?
I want it to be over. I'm ready for the weekend already.
I don't think that's a joke.
No, I'm ready for it to be over. I'm going away this weekend, so I'm excited.
Are you going to the little Inner Harbor, right?
Yeah, I'm going to the Inner Harbor on Saturday, so it should be a nice little getaway.
You gonna get some crabs?
What? Easy.
Easy.
But if you're in Baltimore and you don't go to the Cross Street Market, you're dead to me. Not in the harbor, but pretty close to it. Ray, how's your week, pal?
Week's the same as every other week. Just having a good time. Good to be here right now.
Oh.
Getting ready for the supposed to be game tonight, but
we're glad to have you. Yeah, games are off.
Games are off.
So that gives us time to, we have carte blanche now over our lives the next few hours to podcast for the first part of it. So let's get into our first fun thing, an idea that came about last weekend. I'm going to take a sip of beer.
No recap?
Now we'll recap your ass in a minute. But we're going to get into our favorite uniforms, ranked 9 to 1. And because Greg's sitting to my left, I'll start with him, but I'm not going to go in a concentric circle. So, Greg, give us your 9 to 1. Ninth being the uniform you like the least, and 1 being the uniform you like the most.
Coming in number 9, the Balkers. 8 Phlegm, 7 Shockers, 6 Bombers, 5 Bush Leaguers, 4 Sharks, 3 Corp, 2 Goons, 1 Castaways.
All right. I'd like to say I'm okay with it, but I'm not. Although it's your list, so it is
my list.
It's your life. You have the Balkers last, which surprises me considering how much you genuinely love Junior and Terrence. So
their uniform sucks.
Oh.
It is worse than the Phlegm.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same color scheme, though.
It's ugly.
At its base, the Castaways and the Balkers have similar hues, but a lot more accent on the Castaway uniforms. So, okay, Greg, I respect it. Billy.
All right, I'm going Bombers 9.
Oh my God.
There's too much going on there. I can't.
Well, there is a lot going on.
There's too much going on, and it's just not attractive. I'm going.
I heard someone say that about your face.
And they were 100% right.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong at all. I got lost here now because you suck.
Okay, you got one
You
number.
did
You're number 9.
You did 9.
After 9 comes 8.
Then I'm going to go with the Phlegm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
We'll go with the Bockers,
7,
Shockers.
6.
Who do we like for 5?
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't even write
Oh,
it.
he's doing it on the fly.
I'm doing it on the fly.
He's gonna repeat it to you.
I'm going to go Goons.
All right.
Cool story, bro.
At 5?
Love it.
All right, that's fine. It's your list. I won't get mad.
BPC.
They're the Sharks now, Bill.
I wonder who's going to be
Sharks.
number 1 on this list, this prick.
Number 1's the Castaways. Oh, I forgot about... See, I knew this was going to happen.
Oh my God, Trotter, you're
I
a
should
train
have
wreck.
wrote it out.
Can we just go to
Yeah, go to someone else.
All right, Trotter, really good try. Let's go to Anthony Alaco now for his 9-1. Roxbury Softball uniforms.
All right, 9 is Phlegm's. Atrocious. And some guy's name, Bone, is just written in
Bone.
humongous script.
It's
and
gigantic.
It's huge, and it just looks terrible. 8 Shockers, kind of plain. Doesn't really do it for me. Sorry, we stole your colors. You're late to the punch. 7 Bockers. You just make Baby Blue look really bad. 6 Bush Leaguers. It's like the old Miami Heat, but it's corny and it's beer league softball. 5 Corp. I kind of like the throwback jersey. It's something different, so I'll give them. They're in my top 5.
Roxbury.
But
Astros.
it is a lot going on for me. 4 Bombers, actually. I kind of like the bridge, and I like they're the only jersey that's purple, so I feel like they're kind of unique in their own way.
Nah,
3 Goons, because Ricky's the greatest, and I love him.
thanks.
2 Sharks.
Ooh.
It was tough for me between us and the Sharks. I almost gave Sharks number 1. I really like their new black jerseys. They're really sharp. They really pop. But number 1, I gotta go with the Castaways.
Okay.
I helped design it, and I stand by what I did.
We also have the best hats in the league.
Yeah, I think we're just hats to jersey. We just
Soup to nuts.
Soup to nuts.
Soup these nuts. Okay. Fair enough. Let me give you my list. Ray. If I was Ray, that's what I'd say. I forgot Ray was here.
Thank
Ray,
you.
I
Appreciate
insist,
that.
as our special guest, that
Whatever
you
you
go
want.
before me, please.
All right. At 9, I have the Bombers. That purple jersey with the Pokemon bomber thing and the
Don't hate on the Pokemon Bomber
and
thing.
The bridge.
That is the best thing about
Classic design.
Not a fan
It's
of that.
Geodude.
8 is
It
the
is a Geodude.
For 8, I have the Shockers. I think it's just very plain. It's like white and nothing else really. 7 is Bockers. The baby blue, and they've had the same uniform forever, and I think it needs a change.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.
They should.
6, I have the Phlegm. I like I like that they've remained with the same colors and the same.
We're going to give him the Phlegm a jump here.
Yeah. Do they still have? You have 69 on
Everyone
the
still has
jersey.
They do.
See,
They
I
do.
I
I do
kind of
respect
like that. The nicknames I think are pretty funny. I love cheering on the sidelines for a random guy I don't even know and yelling at a really stupid nickname.
Bone.
Yeah, like Bowen. 5, I have the Corp with the new Houston Corpstros jerseys. I kind of like them, but I picked one up the other day, and it's like a Kevlar vest. That thing is heavy.
It is heavy. It looks lighter
It looks
than
light
it is.
than it is, but it's very heavy.
Kevlar vest.
Number 4, I got the Bush Leaguers. I like that Miami Vice vibe they got going on, and they got them made at the same guy as we got them.
You're talking about the new ones that you just got, right?
The
with
new ones
pink?
they just got with the gray with the pink. That's Prince Charles, Kevin Charles down in Breezy. He does a good job. 3, I have the Castaways. I love the whole thing, the baby blue and the palm tree, and they got the hats to do it too. Number 2, Ricky. Goons, I love them.
Shibuya.
I do like because I like how you guys incorporated the boom and the guns colors. You got the patches on both sides, and you kind of merged everything.
Premeditated.
And
partner.
then obviously the Sharks at number 1. We got the black jerseys because feel like after we won the championship, we were public enemy number 1, and we just wanted, and we black out all the time, so we wanted to go blacked out.
You don't make yourself like hotter on Sundays when.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Yeah, we decided. Yeah, we'll wear them opening day because opening day was like 55 degrees, and then every Sunday after that we go. With,
yeah, that was something else with the cold opening day.
we go with the green on Sundays though, and the black at night because they're way too hot and they're a tad snug. They're a little tight, so we had to put a new jersey order for bigger sizes.
Right, fair enough, Ray. Thank you. I'll give my list now. At number 9, I have the Phlegm. Again, I feel like they've had ample opportunity because they got different jerseys every year, but they always get the same different jersey to give it a facelift or invert the colors, do something different. They just haven't. So more because I'm mad at them, they're number 9. I'm going to put the Bush Leaguers at 8, and they wouldn't have been there if they didn't change their jerseys. I happen to like their old jersey with the blue pinstripes, with the red, white, and blue. I feel like they fixed something that wasn't broken, and I don't really care for the pink. Not that I have anything against pink, it's just I don't care for it. I'm putting the Bockers at 7. Again, a lot of us had the Bockers at 7 for similar reasons. Again, it's getting stale to me, and I liked how they went back a couple years ago to the white and the green and the yellow, and then they came back to the baby blue, and I don't really...
They should bring back the Fat Chicks rock shorts.
Yeah, people might get offended down here, though.
Why? Because they're fat?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
People get offended down here by softball things. I'm putting the Shockers at 6. It is simple. I'll give them that, but I do like the black and gold little vibe, and they're trying. They're just kids. I'm putting the Sharks at 5.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
I am not a fan of safety green in any way, shape, or form or facet, and your uniform's chock full of it, and that's really the only reason. I'm partial
If we're
to
going by the new ones,
the
it's only got a
teal.
little.
It's still got it. But I was a fan of the
Very
teal
true.
Shark jerseys, like the old BPC ones, and then you went to the teal Sharks. I like that. I got the Bombers at number 4. Yes, it is busy, but my fingerprints are all over that with the Pokemon dude that you don't like. So
Yeah.
they're keeping it alive. Yeah, it's a bit whack with the Govey and the bridge in it, but again, not terrible. At 3, I have the new Corp jerseys. Yes, they are like Kevlar. They look... I mean, I like the look of them. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, that's pretty good. So hats off to Jerry and Billy Ryan, whoever designed those. I got the Castaways in it, too. Love the hats. Love the whole vibe, the island vibe. And, of course, the Goons at number 1.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Finish him.
And that's where we're at. So if you have a different opinion, if you're upset about something we said,
Then you can suck it.
you could suck it, but you could also bring it up in person. We like talking about it for like 5 seconds, and we'll shut you down. But that's our uniform rankings. No thanks to Billy Trotter, who
Didn't do it beforehand.
didn't write them down.
No.
Didn't do his homework.
No.
I have a question.
Please.
If the Yikes and Young Guns were still around this year, where would they be on your list?
Ooh, man, I love the Young Guns jerseys.
That is a
And
good
that
question,
that
too.
that takes out who? The Shockers and the Goons?
No, just 11.
Oh, if we had 11.
Oh, if I went to 11, I would. Ooh, the Yikes.
Yikes and who? Guns?
Yeah.
If the Yikes and well, now you're getting into what's your favorite uniform
Of all time.
ever, and that's a whole other thinker that we're putting people on the spot for. Unless someone has their answer right away. I mean, I have a few that pop into my
I
mind.
like both of those jerseys, actually. The black and gold's kind of classic.
Yeah.
And the script is kind of, it's vintage. I'd say they were both in my, they would be both in my top 5.
I liked the last Young Guns jersey where it just said guns on the chest.
I did like that one. When you dropped the young and you just
Yeah, it
with the
just said
Yeah, I
guns.
did like
Those
that.
I liked. The other ones were always pretty standard script, except for the time where we tried to go with Sopranos writing,
Yeah.
and it failed miserably.
I do like that the Goons and the Guns, they had they have the team like with a cooler or whatever with the logo on it too. That's
Yeah, we're not playing around.
that kind of puts it at 2,
That
Would-
cooler is a staple.
Would the Young Guns be like your all-time favorite jersey?
Lentini's red T-shirt, white writing.
I don't know. Like my all-time favorite jersey, because I think back to like the Roxbury Inn, like those weird jerseys, or like the Streakers Mets jerseys, which were cool. But again, like very heavy material. But even some of those old Yike jerseys where they had like the vests,
Yeah.
always looked cool. I always liked the black and yellow, but tough to pick an all-time
Yeah.
favorite jersey. We're teams that don't exist anymore.
Speaking of jerseys, though, what the Bombers did for Paul's wife, that was
Oh hell yeah! But
tip of the cap to them for doing that. Like we said, we're all rivals on the field, but that was very gentlemanly of them to get the breast cancer awareness jerseys, and
Absolutely.
two thumbs up for those guys.
hats
Classy.
off to the Bombers.
Classy move.
Where is it? That's Bomberman.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Okay, just so you know. But yeah, Ray, absolutely correct. You know what? I think this is something that should be thought about. I want to like rack my brain for a favorite
right.
all-time jersey. That's your homework for next time,
It
Bill.
was a good question, though.
It's a great question because there's a lot I like over the years. Like the first Dogs jersey that were like Irish flag colors.
I like the red, white dog jersey.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of good ones.
It had that vertical dogs. I thought
Yeah.
that was kind of different.
There's been a lot of good ones over the years. Greg, you still with us?
I'm here. I just wasn't around for these jerseys.
Well, and to your knowledge, what's your favorite jersey of all time? It's an easier pick because
It's the Castaway jersey.
okay,
Well, there you go.
big surprise.
A lot of people said they miss our original Sharks jerseys, the BPC, like you said, the teal ones that said BPC on top, and it had the shark, like the jaw shark coming through the water.
Yeah,
People said it.
I like that one.
It looks like an iceberg.
was a different
Not even a
jersey.
shark.
I like that one.
That's a good jersey.
I like
Yeah.
the BPC jerseys that were teal that just said BPC. I like those. That's a classic
I
look.
tried to get that made up, and I told the guy to do like a Chicago White Sox script BPC down the side, and he pretty much gave me prints like Times New Roman BPC.
Well, it
Total
worked.
fail, but
It
whatever.
worked. It worked.
Those white and red Lentini jerseys were hideous. With the stripes on them.
Oh, those are the ones we were wearing when we won that game.
Yeah, those might have been the ugliest jerseys
I
ever.
really wish I still had it.
I still have my Lentini shirt.
I wish
like
I had my
the numbers
jersey.
falling off the back.
I don't know
It's
what
pretty
happened
awesome,
to it because I feel like I hung it up that day and didn't wash it, and it was covered in champagne and red wine, and
That actually might be the last time I actually put on a pair of cleats.
it must have gotten thrown out. No, I've seen you. Like, the last memory I have of you playing softball, Ray, is you running to first base with a helmet on
And getting pegged.
and getting
That's
pegged
right.
in the
The
head
War on the Shore.
in a War on the Shore game. Yeah. And I think that's when you stopped.
Had I not been wearing that helmet, I would have been concussed.
Yeah, that would have hurt a lot.
Yeah. And who was that? Was that Doyle?
I don't know.
That shortstop throwing that ball?
It was when the Sharks used to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, there were no Sharks. It was when BBC.
That was, that was just the BP. That wasn't
Yeah.
even.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
Ah, you
did too.
pricks.
You guys gonna kiss now, or?
I
love you, man.
Wait till the show's over.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, think about your favorite all-time Roxbury softball jersey. And you out there in Radio Land, do the same. And feel free to give us ideas to bring onto the air next time as we debate that. So let's get into actual softball happenings and talk about last Sunday. 10 a.m. game, Bush Leaguers Shockers. And I forget who we picked last week. But again, to me, not much of a surprise. A game the Bush Leaguers need. It seems like every game the Bush Leaguers play, they need to win it, given their slow start. But they took care of business against the Shockers. I forget the final score. I want to say it was
8-4.
8-4 Bush Leaguers. Any surprises, Anthony?
I was surprised.
Ray?
I was surprised it was over that quickly because there was a bit of a rain delay. We were fixing the field. We left at like what time? I don't
All right,
know.
yeah, we
we left here. I think the game was supposed to start at like 10:30 because of fixing the field, and I got here at 11:15 for the game, and it was like, all right, guys, get ready, we're playing. It was done in like 45 minutes
the shift
for a high scoring game.
the
too.
ship tends to right itself
Yeah.
most of the time. We don't play around in here. So the Shockers lose, which damages their dwindling round robin hopes. And if we'll get into what's going to take place on Friday, weather permitting. If
It's
the
not looking good Friday.
Castaways can take care of business against the Shockers, it might be mathematically over for them after that. So the Shockers don't do themselves any favors, losing on Sunday morning, and then we get to the 11:30 game, which is, I'm going to say, a candidate for game of the year so far. Corp Sharks. Just a fantastic game all around, back and forth the entire game. So, like, the Sharks were up, or were they up on you first?
I think the Corp were up.
The Corp, we were away. The Corp went up 2-0 in the bottom of the first. We tied it at 2. Then I think we went up 5-2.
Yeah.
Then they tied it at 5.
Yep.
It was just back and forth the whole game.
So, take us to was it the 8th inning, or was it
No, they
bottom
were home.
7?
It was
So, bottom 7. What was the score at that point?
Tied at 9. We had a chance to go up by 1
Right.
in the top of the 7th, and we couldn't come through. So it was tied at tied at 9, bottom 7, and everyone knows what happened.
So,
And-
just in case everyone doesn't know what happened, the Corp have no outs and runners on first and second.
no, they had 1 out.
1 out and runners on first and second with Paul Robin at the plate. Lazy fly ball to right field between Sean Cahill and Murdoch.
And Brian
right?
Murdoch in right
So,
center. Yep.
this is a routine fly ball.
And
So-
it wasn't even just a pop up. It was a high.
It was
pop-up.
up there for a while.
Yeah, it was up there. There was time.
So Christian Naus on second was ready to tag.
Mm-hmm.
At the last moment,
Oh God! You really gotta play. the
Sean
music.
Cahill and Brian Murdoch look at each other and neglect to catch the ball. Then they throw their arms in the air. Christian Naus scores from second base. 10-9 Corp win over the Sharks.
And it sucks because the last game we played against the Corp, they completely blew us out, blew us out of the water.
They were right there.
And this game, it was, I mean, it sucks when you say, "Oh, it was a moral loss," but it did show that like the first game wasn't our actual team when we got blown out 12-2 or whatever it was.
Yeah, maybe
like,
it was.
Maybe it was, but maybe I don't know. Who knows? But it sucked because, I mean, Sean was kicking himself after the game. Murdoch,
As he should.
Murdoch was too. They were both. They both came up.
Craig was hot.
Craig was very hot. But honestly, right after it, we shook hands with the corp. Everything was good. Then Craig started flipping out, and then once we got everything off the bench and we went to the sidelines to watch the game after that, it was all fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works. You get mad for 10 minutes and you move on.
We had some beers and then we buried it. Sean took his lumps and whatever it was,
And he's taking his lumps here.
Yeah, he's taking his lumps. I mean, he was actually kicking. I heard he was actually.
Hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? Suck my dick, bitch.
Whoa!
Let me talk to you.
I didn't
think that soundbite was that long.
I didn't make it out that long that night, but I hear that Sean was kicking himself to death at like 10 p.m. that
He'll
night,
get over
telling people like, I should have called it. I should have called the ball. I should have caught the ball. It cost us the game. Yeah, whatever. It's one game. We're still in playoff contention, and hopefully we can come in third.
So that was the 11:30 game. 1 o'clock game. Huge game for the Castaways, Anthony, was it not?
Yes, it was a very big game for us.
Big game. The Bockers, if you heard the sound barrier breaking, that might be the Bockers crashing back to earth, courtesy of the Castaways at the 1 o'clock game. So, Anthony, take us through it.
Honestly, we were losing the whole game, I think, until like we tied it up in like the 5th inning, but honestly the game started off terrible for us. Caffrey makes a big error in right center field.
I was still at the game at that point for that.
Lets in like 3 runs right there, so we're down like 3-0. I think we get 1 run, we're down 3-1. They score like 2 more, we're down 5-1. And then in the 6th inning we rally to tie it to 5-5. We hold them and then we win.
Who got the big hits? Was it
Eddie
everybody?
Warren had a bases clearing triple.
There you go.
Which took the lead. That's how we took the lead of the game. It was
like
honestly, Eddie Warren's having a big year for us. Kudos, shout out to Eddie Warren.
Yeah,
he's our leadoff guy.
Way to be, Eddie.
He's actually had a lot of big hits for us, and it was just a great team win. Obviously, our back's up against the wall. We needed it. The Bockers were missing a pitcher and missing a few other key players. We had to find a way to win that game, and we did. And now we're in position to make the round robin if we win one of these last 3 games.
Yeah, you got to take care of business.
TCB.
Well, you get to play the Goons again, so you got at least 1 win coming.
Got the Goons and the Shockers.
Shockers is not a gimme game.
No, not by any stretch.
We're going to be missing guys on Friday night. I'm a little worried about the Shockers.
I think you'll be all right.
We should be, but you never know. Any given Sunday or Friday or Wednesday or Monday.
So after, or Tuesday and Thursday maybe at this point with the rain. So after their loss to the Castaways at 1 o'clock on Sunday, the Bockers had the pleasure of playing a doubleheader against none other than the Bombers, the number 1 team in the league this year, and things again did not go well for the Bockers. A 13-3 drubbing at the hands of the Bombers. What are we looking at?
I don't think that's right.
12-1.
12-1.
I was wrong.
A 12-1
12-2, like Iceland.
Yes, exactly.
Don't listen to Trotter.
First of all, it's still a drubbing.
You step it.
So, what do you want to lose 13-3 or 12-1? They got shellacked. So, what's the Bockers' record now?
8-5-0.
8-5.
So they were 8-2. We were riding high, and they're on a 3-game skid, and they're in danger now of dropping back to 8-8. Because what's the rest of their schedule look like? It's not looking pretty.
Sharks Corp Sharks.
Sharks Corp Sharks for the Bockers. They could very easily, after an 8-2 start, finish 8-8, and that, my friends, is what we call a Young Guns season. So the Young Guns might be dead, but
The spirit lives on.
the Bockers are really doing their best Young Gun impression.
If we finish 8-8, will it be a Young Gun season?
No, because the Young Guns would always start like 4-1, and then go 4-9 the rest of the year, or whatever.
Could we call it a Met season?
No,
No.
the Mets pack it in, and everyone dies.
Yeah, no.
The
that's
Flems,
not-
the Flems and the Goon season would be a Mets season.
Oh God.
I don't know. They started out 13-1, didn't they, the Mets?
11-1, and we won the
sorry.
World Series. In
No,
April.
so you could say that the Mets pulled the Young Guns this year.
Yes, that's right.
They won their first series this week since May.
Since May.
Since May.
It's an abysmal state of affairs for the Mets.
And Cespedes,
Circus, da 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 da, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Whatever.
and Cespedes just decided to have heel surgery on both both heels.
Yeah,
and he's out for 8 to 10 months.
Well, I mean, when you get guys that have hoof, mouth, and foot disease.
Yeah. Wait,
He's dead.
Mouth and hoof disease. I have no idea what the hell.
Foot and mouth and
Hoof.
Yeah, that's what Syndergaard has.
It's a
something.
hoof.
It's really just unbelievable.
I'm sick of the Thor nickname, and now it's sore.
Sore.
Not
I like it.
It's fucking bullshit.
They call a lot of people that down here, but for different reasons.
Usually Trotter after a Sunday.
Hey, there it is.
Bazinga.
Let me smash. I hate that guy.
Yeah, don't do that ever again.
Zinga.
Here it is for Ray.
Bazinga.
Okay, so
How is that show funny? It's not.
all right, well, we're not. It's not bad, man. It's had its moments.
Shut up, Ricky.
I guess only a smart audience appreciates the Big Bang Theory. Jeez.
I actually hate that show.
Yeah.
I must be dumb as shit. 'Cause
No,
I hate
I'll only
that
watch
show.
it if nothing else is on, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, what's the worst television show you've ever seen?
The Big Bang Theory.
So, out of all the TV shows that have existed, The Big Bang Theory is the worst TV show you've ever watched?
Yeah, it's up there. It's like the Bombers jersey of television.
Oh, my God.
I'm not even going to comment.
You're going to comment, Bill, now.
I have every season on Blu-ray.
That tells you everything you need to know about that show.
You're making a Blu-ray right now. That was terrible.
I was going to ask you what you think the worst TV show ever is.
You can't really base that because once you realize it sucks, you stop watching it.
Yeah,
like there's shows that I have watched that I'm like, why the fuck did I keep on? Like Lost was great for the first whatever, and then it was like, all right, I have to watch it now.
That's how I feel about The Walking Dead right now.
Me too. I just want to know how it ends. I don't care what happens. I just want to know how it ends.
Everyone should just die.
Yeah. They eat each other.
But I'm stuck on the show now because I came this far for fucking 9 years. You got to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst ending of any show is Dexter.
They blew it.
It was so
surprise,
bad.
motherfucker.
Oh my God.
That show was so good, and then the last season was just so bad.
Not The Sopranos?
The Sopranos wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad as people thought.
I just watched The Sopranos for the first time
That's
all
right,
the way
you finished.
through. And I knew how it ended because I watched the finale when it aired. That was the only episode I ever watched. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And even though I knew how it was going to end, I was still kind of pissed off. But
he died.
It's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. It's definitely not worse than Dexter and what they put us through that last season. But again, it's one of those shows you got to keep watching.
Yeah.
You put 6 seasons in, you're watching it. All
You got to
man.
finish it.
There's some bad TV out there. I don't think The Big Bang Theory is that terrible.
Yeah, well, you're dumb.
Yeah, and you're ugly.
Yeah, well, you're ugly.
I will say, having owned every season, it needs to go away. It's just done. The show is done, and it needs to go
Why
away.
do you own every season?
Do you buy it every year?
Did you buy it?
Look at him. He's wearing a Dilly Dilly shirt.
He
All right?
definitely
That's
bought.
all you need to know about that
He
kid.
definitely bought the anthology on Prime Day.
No, I get it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh no, a little stocking stuffer.
All right. Okay. Now it's sentimental. Okay. Just go with that now. Like, oh yeah, it's a present, and I have it.
It's a nice gift.
It's still in the casing.
I don't know how we got on this, but
We're a little off track.
anyway.
Yeah, reel back in.
So Friday night, weather permitting, of course, because this has been a bad weather week around these parts. We got a couple games and a big game for the Castaways. But what's the 8 o'clock game? It's Corp Bockers, yes?
We're just going to skip Monday night
Hold on,
like it
hold
never
on.
happened.
What Monday?
And we're just gonna skip
Did we
tonight.
play on Monday?
Well, it didn't happen.
Tonight didn't happen. What happened Monday?
We played Monday.
Oh, I was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were ill.
I was sickly
Little Ricky had a cough.
as I laid in my bed, getting text updates
The meatloaf.
of the Goons and Castaways.
Oh, you had a game and you didn't even come?
My sickness worsened with every update. 10 to 1, 11 to 2, and finally the 13-3 final. I believe that was a 13-3
That
game,
was a
right?
13-3. That's
Oh God! So yeah, I was sick. I didn't come down. I was recuperating,
Nailed it.
and I'm glad I did. Not just because we lost, just because I felt like garbage. So
You looked great.
I probably
You
looked
look good now. You look rested.
I had rested since Saturday, since after the run. I didn't do anything.
He's rested since the last day of school.
That's also true.
Yeah.
No, there's no such thing as summer vacation. There's always other things going on.
Yeah, there's only a month left.
Just
Rick.
not school.
You better enjoy it. Back to school's coming soon.
Ray, that's fine. I'm all for it. I get bored.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Monday
we
night,
talk
and
about
then
the
what was the 9:30?
So Monday night, the Coon.
Whoa! That is a hot take.
Goons.
That is a
The
hot
Goons and the Castaways.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Castaways
Played
and the what?
The Castaways.
My mom would just sweep him off the deck with a broom.
Oh my God.
Stupid.
So the Castaways drubbed the Goons 13-3, and then at 9:30,
Corp at Shockers.
Corp Shockers, and I was getting updates on this game as well. And the Shockers were up early.
Yes.
Corp were missing a couple guys. I know Jerry was pitching, but then the next update I got, I think it was like it went from 3-1 to like 9-3. I heard Quackenbush put a ball over the scoreboard.
Correct.
Release the Kraken.
Somebody's
my
got to
God.
check his piss or something.
This guy is unbelievable.
Every left field, center field, right field.
That ball
no
went
matter what.
really far.
I mean, this is not a hot take, but this guy has become the premier power hitter down here, yes? Or no?
I think
I
Jerry's
believe-
1 and he's 2 still.
You still put Jerry ahead of
I
him?
don't know.
He still hit a home
man.
run that night.
I know, but Quack's got
Not over the score.
I mean,
gotta
they
be close
listen,
to double
they-
digits,
they
if
have-
not already.
They have 3 premier power hitters on that team.
4 with Jerry Morgan.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying that right now, Quackenbush, I think, is their biggest power threat. I'm not taking anything away from Jerry.
I think they're both equally power threats. I think Quackenbush's ball hits balls further than anyone I've seen
And harder.
this year.
Harder.
Just
He just
smashing
Like
the ball.
right off the bat, you know it's out.
It's unbelievable. I know.
Yeah,
I've been in
actually,
the outfield for a couple of those.
I'll give a little tip of my cap to my boy Michael Bryant too. He's been hitting the ball pretty.
Absolutely. And you know what? He's been doing that for a couple of years.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball. He's
And we know he can do it in the clutch.
yeah.
But Quack is he's a mountain of a man.
I think he had a ground ball up the
I had
middle
a-
that, like, I didn't even see it go through the infield. It just, like, went to the outfield. I'm sorry, Dub.
Let's go fuck myself, Trotter. What am I, a fuck boy over here? Jesus Christ.
Let's get ready.
I'm sorry, Dub.
It's all right.
No, you're not.
No, I had a question about our game.
Okay.
Why is Jimmy Healy pitching and AJ's there? What is going on? Somebody take the reins and make AJ get back on the mound. Jimmy-
I would, but sometimes you do that to try and make the field better.
He was playing first base.
Like Kenny T wasn't there, I think, right?
So let Jimmy play first base.
That's what I would do.
Timmy Harrison also wasn't there.
Aren't
He
you the
was
manager,
in the
Rick?
bed.
I am, but I wasn't there.
Co-manager.
So if I'm not there, then it falls to Bino, who's the GM.
Bino is the GM.
There's
okay.
been other games where AJ hasn't pitched and Jimmy's pitched while he was there too.
While I was there, yes.
Yes.
But these are games where we have to shuffle the whole field around because other people aren't there.
I do agree with that though. You want to kind of equalize the field. You don't want to.
That's what I'm trying to do. I think that AJ's bad. Well, I'm not going to say. I know AJ's better than Jimmy.
I think if AJ pitched that game, it would have been a lot closer.
Maybe.
I think so.
Well, when we play you again, we'll pitch AJ, and if you beat us 13-3,
Well, then you just go fuck
then
yourself.
then we know for sure.
Then we have science on our side, so everything's okay.
Speaking
Yeah.
of pitching,
All right.
9:30 game. Shane Gresser came in the third inning.
Yes, I was going to get to that too. Steven Edmonds got the hook, and he was very upset. He left the dugout.
This is right after I
He
proclaimed
left.
him an all-star.
He left the field like he didn't.
No, he
hang
left
out?
the dugout for a little bit,
It was about done.
and he almost went home.
Really?
And he was punching benches and stuff outside.
Ricky's still a little bit under the weather.
Who took him out?
I would assume
Jack
no. Who?
Barbosa.
Easy beer guy.
Who's
Jack Barbosa? Is he?
He's the manager of the.
Is he a captain?
I've literally never heard of that guy till just now.
Who the hell is Jack Barbosa?
Doesn't he? Isn't he on like the Black Pearl?
Who the hell is Jack Barbosa?
He stole the Black Pearl.
He'll get you high tonight.
I hate you all.
I was going to say Jake McMahon, probably.
Anyway, so Edmonds was not happy
No, he was
because he works hard at his craft.
struggling though. He was walking everybody and he was getting rocked. I think it was the right move.
This is funny because last podcast we did, we were saying that he keeps them in games. He doesn't walk people.
I haven't been that high on the Steve Edmonds
I was
train.
I was on the Edmonds train.
Yeah, you put him in your All-Star game, so.
Well,
And I heard Sugar Shane Gresser is starting Friday night.
really,
Yes.
the hottest of takes.
Yes, I heard that from Shane Gresser himself, who's my boy.
But if that happens, does Steve from the Road show up to the game? We're about to find out what kind of a team player Steve from the Road is.
Is he playing if he's not pitching?
Probably not, because they don't even let him throw the ball overhand when he catches the ball.
I see right there and there is a reason why he shouldn't be pitching. If you can't turn a double play, you can't really pitch and be on a
Say
good team.
throw it underhand. You hear-
GOD shouldn't pitch.
I'm saying that he's a good pitcher, but they're also a lot better team than the Shockers. They play good defense and they rely on their defense. They don't score as many runs as the Corp do.
Few teams do.
And he doesn't throw the ball as high as GOD, so he's not as good as a pitcher anyway, and he can't field. So that takes away from his overall effectiveness.
Okay.
And I think Shane pitches just as good as him and can field his position better. So I think he's worth giving him a shot.
So, and this is against you guys on Friday.
Yeah, and against us, he pitched for us last year against the Sharks, and I think we won.
We won that game. Well.
Yeah, on Father's Day, he pitched that game.
that's the thing.
You guys have the Father's Day yips.
We don't play well on Father's Day at all.
Who's your daddy?
God knows.
We lost last year. We lost to the Phlegm last year on Father's Day, and this year we lost to the Castaways on Father's Day.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's just not good. It's not good.
You guys should probably take that day off every year.
Yeah, when we pick the schedule next year, I'll see if I can do something.
And
but I know no one's going to change with us just because of that.
what else do we have on Friday? Aside from you and the Shockers, what's the other game? Again, weather permitting. Or did we already talk about that?
No, we didn't even get to that yet.
I've lost. We
were talking about
the goons, right? Anyway, Friday night we have Friday night we have Shockers Castaways. Is that the 9:30 or 8 o'clock?
That's the
8 o'clock.
All right, so now we can talk about it. So Sugar Shane getting the nod for the Shockers, according to Sugar Shane. Do you think that helps or hurts you?
I think it gives them a little boost. Maybe it gives them a little spike, a little spark or something. Get somebody new on the mound. Maybe get the good vibes going again, because I feel like Edmonds has been struggling a little bit this season.
And the Shockers have to have it.
And they have to win out to get in. So they need to beat us Friday, and maybe Shane gives them a chance.
I'll ask Ray, since he doesn't have a horse in that race. Ray, who do you like in that game? Castaways, Shockers. It's actually the 9:30 game Friday, so we'll Tarantino it. Go ahead.
I'm going to go with the Castaways. And I can't give you a spread or anything, but I think the Castaways will win.
Cool story, bro.
Pretty heavily.
Heavily,
whatever.
Okay.
What you're looking for.
So Ray takes the Castaways. I'm going to take the Castaways too. I don't care if you're missing guys. I think you're clearly better than the Shockers, and you will win. And I think all but guarantee yourself a trip to the round robin in your inaugural season. So I'm hoping that happens for you. Do any of the Castaways at this table disagree?
Nope.
I didn't think so. And when you nod your head, people can't hear it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really close game, though.
You do?
I don't think we're going to.
You're not just being diplomatic?
I'm not being diplomatic. I'm being honest.
Just being honest.
Hey, the Shockers have played most teams tough this year.
I know they beat the balls off
they
of
are
the Goons,
surprising.
So I think we're going to win like a 2-run game. I'd say like 9-7 we win on Friday.
Greg?
We squeak it out.
Knowing that we're missing some people, I could say we win by 2 or 3.
Okay. Well, a unanimous Castaway victory on Friday. And before that, the Corp will take on the Bockers. And again, the Bockers treading water now at 8-5, trying to... Do they even still have a grasp on that third spot, or have the Sharks overtaken them?
No, they do. They're still in third right now, but we haven't played them yet. We have to play them twice. So both teams kind of control their own destiny,
Okay, so the Bockers...
If we tie, it might come down to run differential, the differential, and if it's an outright sweep in the regular season, then the team that wins will be in third place.
So basically what you're saying is the Bockers could use a win on Friday against a very good Corp team.
Yeah, but I think even if they lose that game, I think they still are in contention for third place.
Correct.
If I'm not...
Do they beat them?
I think so. I also know that a win would probably be very useful to them.
I forgot who I was talking to. They actually said, though, the other day, they started at, 8-2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're going to finish at 8-8, for sure.
I think they're going to finish 8-8, too.
As do I.
Hot take.
So that means that everyone's taking the Corp on Friday night over
big.
the Bockers.
Yeah,
Big. I'm talking...
Even if the Bockers have their A team?
Bockers will not have their A team. In fact.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Great
Who's
balls of
going to be
fire.
missing?
Terrence.
Stop being a bitch.
That's pretty big. That's a pretty big hit for them.
So the beer guy's going ham on the bottles right now. For those of you by the way, this guy's like clockwork. Every Wednesday we're here, he's here at the exact same time.
Me and Trotter served a lot of beer on Sunday.
It was disgusting.
This is something else.
Yeah, Trotter had to work with me on Sunday.
I saw you guys dancing behind the bar in Jenny's Snapchat.
Yeah, we were wrecked.
Classic stuff.
Oh, we won, so we were excited.
Was the Sailor Jimmy flowing?
Yes. It was Jerry, and he was
Jerry.
Sailor Jerry. Why can't I ever get that? I always go to Sailor Jimmy.
I think you want to say Brother Jimmy, but it's Brother Jimmy and it's Sailor
Brother Jimmy,
Jerry.
Sailor Jerry.
I don't know any of these nicknames.
Sailor Jerry's rum.
It's faux Captain Morgan rum. You could just get a bottle of Captain Morgan, but you need Sailor Jerry for.
It's more expensive?
I don't think so.
I think it's less expensive.
I thought Sailor Jerry was like a kid on the phlegm who was drinking.
You know what? It very well might be. There's probably
Hey,
a
is Sailor Jerry
on the phlegm.
flowing? Is he drunk? I have no idea.
I could see that.
There's definitely, you know what? Someone on the phlegm is getting dubbed Sailor Jerry this weekend.
They do have a Jerry.
Do they?
His name is Silver Bullet because he drinks Coors Light.
Oh yeah, Jerry Carney. I don't know that he drinks Coors Light, but now he's Sailor Jerry now.
Yeah.
Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry Carney.
Yeah. Yeah, but Court Big.
Yeah,
Court Big on Friday over the Bockers.
I think we all got Court Big.
Court Big.
Quackenbush hits 2 more home runs
over the board.
Even though it's going to get rained out.
That won't land until Sunday.
The guy's prolific.
That guy, yeah, he's a big man.
I think he's juicing.
Yeah.
No, I think he's just big.
I think Jerry's giving him his special stuff.
Yeah.
And by special stuff,
Hey,
I mean goat urine. From the Alps. From the Swiss Alps.
I'm confused.
What's a bylaw?
Goat urine makes you stronger.
Does it?
Yes.
Beer fest.
That's not that's a scientific thing, or it's a beer fest
It's
thing?
Beer Fest.
So it's not. Oh, it is scientific.
Oh yeah, it is in Beer Fest, that's right.
Oh God.
Drink the ram of a goat.
So anyway, we have Court Big over the Bockers Friday. We have the Castaways unanimously over the Shockers. Some think it'll be closer than others. I mean, do we even bother talking about Sunday's games? I mean, God knows what's going to happen with the weather. And that's pretty far
Well,
in
Sunday's
advance.
games are set.
Yeah, Sunday's games are
set.
Yeah, but not if it, rains.
If it rains on Friday, we're still playing Sunday.
Yeah, we're still playing all those games on
Not if it rains Sunday.
God damn it.
It's supposed to be nice on Sunday.
Sunday, the 29th of July.
Bombers at Bushwickers.
And that would be... I think you're wrong.
No, it's Bombers at Bush Leaguers.
Oh, it is Bombers at Bush Leaguers.
I don't think Trotter's been right once.
It is
tonight.
Bombers at Bush Leaguers. So the Bombers play the Bush Leaguers, and again, every game for the Bush Leaguers is big as far as playoff positioning. You have the Bockers and the Sharks. So again, every Bocker game is big, but now that they're playing the Sharks, a team that they're kind of jockeying with for position, 3 and 4. That's the first of 2 meetings at the end of the year. And then you have the Goons and the Castaways playing at 1 o'clock. We'll see if AJ could pitch us to a closer game. And then the 2:30 game is going to be the 8 o'clock from tonight that didn't happen, and that was the Bush Leaguers.
No, Sharks Phlegm. Bush Leaguers and
Sharks and the Phlegm.
And Bush Leaguers Castaways would be Monday night.
Right. Another, again, big game.
That is the biggest game for the Castaways.
These games are going to be fun to watch. I was looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire for like 3. I mean, 1 and 2 are pretty much set, but 3 through what?
3 to 6.
6 is wide open.
And even the Shockers.
Well, really, 3
still,
through 7, because the Shockers really still have a shot too.
The Shockers are still treading water.
And they could, and like you said in the last podcast, they could play spoiler for people too.
Yeah, and the Shockers were chirping for Monday night.
Good, let them chirp. Makes things more interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so on that note, and in that vein, where do you see the chips landing? Like, if you had right now on the 25th of July, with a few weeks left before the round robin and the playoffs start, if the chips fell today, where would they land 1 through 6 in your heart of hearts? I'll give you a second to decide.
I need to pull up the standings.
Pull up the standings.
Do the Bombers and the Court play each other again?
Yeah.
Yes.
They do.
At the end of the year.
They do.
Okay.
Again,
And
it
they
may or may not mean anything.
They both only have 1 loss, right?
Yes, but the Bombers beat the Corp, so they own the tiebreaker.
Okay.
So
Well,
in order,
as of now,
yes, but if the Corp beat the Bombers,
it has to be by a certain amount of rounds.
well, I don't think they only lost by 1.
The Bombers losses to the Bush Leaguers,
okay.
right?
Yes.
And the Corp losses to the Bombers.
Yes.
Very interesting. What a weird year with the Bush Leaguers to be pretty terrible in the beginning of the year and then beat the Bombers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Topsy-turvy game that it was.
Yeah, we beat the Sharks, There's a lot of upsets this year.
Damn it,
Well,
like, keep on bringing it up.
Not for the Goons.
But we know why you lost, though, right?
Father's Day.
Yeah, of course.
No. It's the Father's Day Massacre. Happens every year.
Fucking
Hopefully
every year.
next year.
God
Like
damn it.
clockwork.
Yeah.
But, no, it's been a weird year.
Who's ready to answer that question? Greg, 1 through 6, if you had to pick it today.
Corp, number 1.
Ooh.
Bombers, Sharks, Castaways, top 3. 2, 3, 4.
Or 4, not 3.
You're right.
Bombers, Sharks, Castaways. So you're
We beat number
you're taking
4.
the 4 seed. Whoa.
We control our own destiny. We win out. with the 4
Control
seed.
this dick.
Okay. Anyway, Bush Leaguers and Bockers 5-6. Shockers just miss out.
The Bockers. Oh, what a fall from grace that would be.
8-2.
But I can see it happening. Again, Young Guns. I played for the Young Guns for a long time. That's very up to believable story to tell old as time.
However, shocking, I think the Flems are coming in 8th place this year.
Thanks. And then I'm swinging from the bridge.
Jesus Christ.
So you can always check it, that means.
Nah, that's a little
dark.
That's much.
Now you can say it.
In a season where the Flem finish 8th, only one team can finish behind them. And it's not the Shockers. It's the Goons. Rest in peace. Ray, who do you got 1 through 6?
Okay, that was 1 through 6. I'm going to say that the Bombers finish on top. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to say that the Bombers, because you say the Bombers and the Corp have one game against each other, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
And the Bombers won the first game by 1?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say that the Bombers stay at 1, Corp 2. I'm going to say the Sharks move up to 3. The Bush Leaguers in 4, the Bockers in 5, Castaways in 6, Shocker 7, Goons 8, Flem 9.
Goons in 8, baby.
Goons 8, Flem 9.
Okay.
I don't want to, call. I mean, I guess I kind of just did, but like you said, the Bockers they were 8-2, and then now they're starting to free fall a little bit.
And this is something else.
Well, they're playing 3 really well.
And they got us for 2 and the Corp for 1. And what they've played. They've played the most amount of games, I think, right?
I think the Flem might have.
I mean, a couple of teams have played 13 games, but I mean, like the Sharks, we've only played 11 games so far, and most of the teams are up at 13 already. So, we finish out. I think. Oh, we finish out 2 against the Flem, 2 against the Bockers, and
that should be it.
And that's it. Yeah. So,
Anthony, what do you got?
Oh, because we had the one against the Corp the other night. God,
I have
that game.
The Corp in first. I don't think the Bombers sweep them. And they only won by 1, so I think the Corp get the tiebreaker over the Bombers. I have the Bombers.
It's a good thing you guys didn't try and fix the field.
Yeah, it's pouring right now, so that's good.
Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Bombers in second. Sharks in third.
Thank you.
Castaways in fourth.
Woo-hoo.
Bush Leaguers in fifth. Bockers in sixth. Shockers in seventh. Flem in eighth.
Oh, he almost said it. He almost said Goons.
I got the Flem in eighth and the Goons in ninth.
Oh, God.
I really think that the Flem are going to beat the Goons at the end of the year, and if you guys have the same amount of wins, I don't care what their run differential is. I'm giving them. They're ranked higher than you.
Okay. In next season's power rankings?
Yes.
All right.
Billy?
I'm going Bombers 1, Corp 2, Sharks 3. I think I'm going to put, I guess, us at 4th.
He guesses.
Thanks, Billy.
No. It's just the 4, 5, and 6 is tough. It can go kind of any way of.
Well, it's either we're going 4th or 6th because we can't finish in 5th.
You can't finish in 5th?
I don't think so because I don't think it's possible for us to finish in 5th.
Well, if I put us 4th, then I put the Bockers 5th and the Bushleaguers 6th. Shockers, Flem, Goon.
Damn, Rick.
Oh, my God.
No respect on your name for the Goons.
Jeez.
Everyone's going them 9th. Well, not
I don't blame them. Have you watched the Goons play? It's a train wreck.
Can't look away.
It would be hard for us to finish 5th.
All right, I'll give you mine. Right here. Bombers 1. Corp 2. Sharks 3. Castaways 4. Bushleaguers 5. Bockers 6. Shockers 7. Goons 8. Flem 9. Take it to the bank.
We do have 5 games left, by the way. Yeah, we got one against the Bombers, too.
You have 5 games left?
Yeah, Flem, Bombers, and 2 against the Bockers. So not in any order.
Did the Young Guns ever have a bye in the round robin?
I believe we did once, and
One
we
time?
lost the game.
Who was it? You lost to the Bockers?
I don't remember. We might not have even had a bye. I can't remember. And if we did, we lost to the Bockers or the Yikes because that's what
I think
happened
if we
every
get
year.
a bye in our first year, that's a pretty successful year.
Quite.
I would say that's pretty
Absolutely.
good, but we'd have to win out.
But again, really no faith in the Goons to beat the Flem. And to the people who said that, I have but one thing to say.
Stroke-a-my, lick-a-my, suck-a-my cock. It's the first time for you.
It's not the first time for any of you bitches.
Unzip me and strip me.
We will beat the phlegm in the last game of the season.
All right, I like that.
All right. We will win that game.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm guaranteeing it.
You just guarantee.
The only reason why you might is because we always play the boom at the end of the year, and the boom always beat the phlegm. So you're basically the boom again. So I feel like odds are you probably will beat them at the end of the year. But I just like to say that the phlegm are going to finish ahead of the goons because I think it's funny.
That's fine.
It is,
and I think Rick
outside.
And I think Ricky might go off the deep end if that happens.
We might have to stay and drink.
No, like I said, you'll be mad about it for 10 minutes, and then you move on with your life. That's really what happens in softball. If you're not mad about it for only 10 minutes or less, then you shouldn't be playing down here.
All right, Ray and Bauer made the right call canceling these games.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is a monsoon outside.
It's literally 8-10 when the first game would have started.
Yeah.
Mother Nature's been a real bitch lately, and I'm getting tired of it.
God, it's fucking terrible.
Every fucking day it rains.
Every softball day.
I didn't know we lived in Ireland. Jesus Christ.
This is garbage.
It's like 100 degrees there.
Why wouldn't you say Seattle?
Fuck Seattle.
Yes.
Ireland.
Seattle's for bitches.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Fuck the Seahawks. Fuck the Supersonics. Fuck Seattle.
It's going to be the new Goon theme song next year.
What about the Goons?
That's the new theme song right there.
Oh.
Can you talk into the mic?
I'm not loud.
He's very soft-spoken.
Who do you got coming out of the round robin, though? If it's Bush Leaguers, Castaways, Bockers.
In that order, or?
Not just anyone. You can pick anybody.
Hey.
Who do you think comes out?
It's hard to bet against the experience of the Bockers. But also, the Bush Leaguers have been out of the round robin before, too. Castaways are unproven. But the Castaways do have a lot of guys who have been there before in Mike Nouse and in Bob.
Speaking of Bob, can we talk about his barehanded play the other night? Other day?
I wasn't here, but I believe everything you say. I don't. He probably caught it in his mouth and threw it. But the guy's unbelievable. He doesn't miss a fucking ball.
That's great.
That's basically what he did.
He's hands down the best pickup we've had all year.
He doesn't miss a goddamn ball. It's crazy.
He's so scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the sweetest man in the world.
He really is. He is.
He looks like he eats a lot of candy.
I found that one before.
I thought you whispered that?
No, I wasn't whispering that at all.
Also, nobody knows how old he is because he's from Panama. So
Is he really?
I've heard rumors that he's 58. I've heard rumors that he's 51. Nobody knows.
He could be 27.
He might be 12.
Yeah.
I am 12.
Jesus Christ.
So
I am 12.
yeah. So he's got that going for him.
Anyway, he's really good.
His birthday party is Saturday.
So if I have to answer the question, who's coming out of the round robin? If it's those three teams,
who's the betting favorite in your opinion?
Oh, I thought that was a soundboard bite,
what I
Greg.
thought.
Oh, it's the van backing up.
Thank God.
The betting favorite would have to be, even if they finish in 6th, the Bockers.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then the Bush Leaguers, then the Castaways, even if you get a bye.
Okay. Even if we get a bye, we're still...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the scariest team coming out that could potentially come out, though?
Well, I mean, if the Bombers come in first and the Bush Leaguers win, they've already beat them once. So, I mean, you never know.
No, I don't think I would want to play you guys with if Mike Nouse is going to be pitching.
Yeah, that's true.
And you got that freaking vacuum at third base, and if your whole team's there, it's pretty formidable. So if I were the Bombers of the Corp, whoever finishes first, I wouldn't want to play you guys.
We never have our full team, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, you would like to think that you have your full team.
I don't think so.
You'd hope so.
Playoffs?
Matt Perone won't be there, and he's been raking this year.
Yeah, he won't be here any Friday night games.
Yeah, something he never did for the Young Guns, get hits.
Didn't he hit a family once?
Yeah,
with my family with a bat.
All
And
right,
he
so
never saw him again.
you're picking the Bockers.
I suppose. Yeah, gun to my head, yeah.
Trotter, who are you picking?
Us.
Right.
Bush Leaguers.
Honestly, no bias at all. If I was just picking to pick, I would probably pick the Bush Leaguers because they've done it before.
Correct.
But I hope we win.
Gregory.
Castaways.
Okay.
With the bye.
We're getting the bye.
I like it. I hope you get the bye.
If we get the bye, that's big.
I think we
Yeah,
can get
Because
the bye.
we're the home team too.
So now, if the Castaways do get the bye, who wins the Bockers Bush Leaguers game. If that's how the cards fall.
Bush Leaguers.
Bush Leaguers beat the Bockers.
And I would love it.
And
And
then-
that second
and then
game would
Castaways-
be a chirp fest.
And then Castaways
it would
against
be awesome.
I'm more scared of the Bockers, to be honest, because I feel like they're gonna hit. I feel like Mike Nass could stump the Bush Leaguers because he's a good pitcher.
Mhm.
I feel like the Bockers have been hitting for so long that nobody's gonna stump them. We're gonna have to score runs to beat them.
You're right.
And that's kind of our weakness is our offense.
Your bugaboo.
We're more of a defensive team.
bear traps and having sex with old women for money.
Those are my two bugaboos.
Two bugaboos.
Yeah, so I think I'm honestly more scared of the Bockers, but I think the Bush Leaguers have the best shot at getting out. I'd rather play the Bush Leaguers though, because we can't hit with the Bockers in a playoffs. I don't think it'd be tough for us. We'd really have to score a lot of runs.
I'll tell you, this feels like it's been a long episode, Bill. Where we at here, pal?
54.
Woo!
That's nice.
All right, look at that.
But you know what? I'm changing my pick. I'm taking the Castaways to
Hey,
win.
there he is.
You know what?
There he is.
Because we're gonna get home field and we're gonna fucking roll.
Stupid.
So let's go. Sorry, Castaways. I was trying to be politically correct, and you know what? I'm never politically correct, and I'm not going to start now.
Anyway,
is that Doug?
No, I don't know what that is. It's close to Doug. It just says Derp song. So if Doug was Derps, it would be Doug. Do we anything else anyone wants to bring up before we wrap this shit?
Ray,
what's up?
Here
who
it
do
is.
you want to play in the first round of the playoffs?
Who do I want to play in the first round?
Like if you're finishing third, would you rather play the Corp or the Bombers?
Oh, is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm asking. I'm already locked you into the 3 spot.
It's tough, man. It really is. You know, they both got good pitchers. They both have lethal lineups, and they really don't make any errors. It's almost like the same team, but like, I don't know. I mean, last year when we played both of them in the playoffs. It was the Bombers in the first round, and then the Corp in the championship. So it's like it really is. It's a toss up. I don't want to. And you know what? I hate answering that question. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I want to play the Bombers. And
Answer it though.
No, I'm not answering it.
Do you care who you play?
Do I care who we play? No, I don't.
Yes.
No, I don't care who we play.
I think it's gonna be the Corp.
I'm almost at the point now where I'm kind of more scared to play the Corp than the Bombers. I feel like because they just, with the way Quackenbook has been hitting this year, I feel like they're a much more dangerous team. Now they have one more guy that can do what he's doing.
Just what they needed.
Yeah.
One more guy.
When they're like 6 hitters like Darren Quinn, like it's kind of scary.
The 1927 Yankees.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're all
murderers row.
They're all juicing.
But
the Bombers just
they gotta find a way to win.
The Bombers definitely I think have the better pitcher, and I think the Bombers definitely are better defensively. I think than the Corp. That's where I think they have their advantage, but offensively, they just scare me. The Corp.
But if you remember back to last year's podcast, we talked about how the reason why the Sharks really won the whole thing was because
the defense
of their defense.
I agree.
Being
I think
so
the
spot on.
I think the Sharks have the best pitcher. I think that's where their strong point is. They have the best pitcher, and they're very good defensively. Like I'd say, them and the Bombers are pretty even defensively, and they have a better pitcher.
Well, we'll see what happens because we got the Bombers for one more game. We played the Corp the first time, we got blown out. We played the Bombers the first time, we got blown out. Then we played the Corp the other day, and
then
here we go.
A fly ball to right field. Sean Cale and Brian Murdoch staring into each other's eyes longingly.
Like the bottom line is we only lost by one that game.
You got it. No one
Who's got it? No one's got it.
The ball finds the grass. Happy birthday, Paul Rodman.
The Corp got it.
and it's funny, like right before that happened and Paul was up, they're like, come on, Pokey, let's go, Pokey, find one, Pokey. And I'm like, I don't even know they fucking called Paul Rodman Pokey.
Oh yeah.
Is it because he'll poke balls into the outfield and then that's exactly what
I don't know
did.
why it is.
He's been Pokey forever.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, so like I said, we'll see what happens against the Bombers the second game. You know, and to answer your question again, Greg, I don't care.
What do you mean again? You didn't answer it the first time.
No, he said, do you care who I play? He said, do you care who you play in the first round? And I said, no, not really. You know, it's the road to the championship is through those two teams anyway.
Ooh.
So
he's probably right.
I would know nothing.
You know what I mean?
That, so.
I can't see. No offense to anybody coming out of the round robin. It's going to take a big upset to beat either the Corp or the Bombers in a 3-game series.
I think that'd be fun if they lost.
Hey, Sure, fine, I'd love it, but
It'd probably be easier for the Sharks, but
but you still got to get over. You got to get over the first hill anyway, no matter if it's the Corp or the Bombers or coming out of their own robin or whatever.
Correct.
So you just got to win. We got to win out to control our own destiny.
Just win, baby.
Yeah.
Any other questions for anyone?
yeah, who wins the championship this year?
Don't ask me.
Man. Come on, Ray.
All right, fine.
Say it.
Sharks.
There you go. I didn't what the hell?
I thought you were going to say the Castaways.
Back to back.
Oh, I can't handle a back-to-back Shark championship.
Why not?
Because you're dicks.
Nigel made the play of the year last year.
He did.
He made the play of the year last year. Well, first of all,
Right as we started a podcast, he made that play.
Yes, because you guys didn't even. The first thing you heard was "Holy shit!" and you heard like the last part of the crash into the.
You heard someone go
into the fence.
I think you heard Trotter go. He's got it, and a
Boom.
smash.
And then you heard his ribs crack against the fence.
And then we.
But I mean,
we miss you, Nigel.
That kind of like everyone that outshined. Everyone thought that outshined O'Brien's home run in the first game.
That wouldn't have happened without O'Brien's home run.
And yeah, well, I mean, there would have been a game 2 regardless.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, we played 2 on Sunday.
All right, Ray's picking the Sharks.
Yeah.
Billy.
I'm going Corp.
Anthony.
I think it's the Corp's year. They gotta get off the snide and win one. It's been a while.
Gregory.
Don't bet against your team. Take the Castaways.
I'm going to take the Corp, hoping Alex gets championship and comes back to Earth and plays with his friends again. Well, I mean, I know him and the Corp are friends. I hope he comes back to his other friends and family.
So would that be the Castaways or the Goons?
Or the Phlegm.
Yeah, he has friends on all 3 teams.
Where are you going, Ricky?
Stop being a bitch.
I'm not being a bitch. It's an honest question.
Yeah, Ricky, are you leaving the Goons?
No, who said that?
It's a hot rumor.
Trotter just asked.
It's a hot rumor.
Listen, I like to keep the rumor mill hot. All right? I like to keep it hot.
What percentage would you give that you stay on the Goons next year?
50-50.
Wow.
Oh, and where's the other 50%? Like, is it
Wherever the fuck I
field
want.
or is it a certain team?
No, I was thinking about coming back to my roots. You know, the Sharks, Lentini's franchise.
Okay.
Wherever the wind takes you.
You know, someone said go to your roots. Well, those are my real roots.
Bombers.
You
I
said
believe
it.
I said that.
I believe he did, but you said the Bombers. The Bombers are my second team.
Do the Goons fold next year?
No, absolutely not.
And if they did, do the Young Guns come back?
No. Although I miss them. Who's going to play for them? Who's going to play for the Young Guns?
Kenny.
No.
If Alex
AJ?
wins the championship this year,
We just if the Corp win and Al says, let's just bring the Young Guns back.
But who's like
who's
LeBron
gonna
coming
leave
back,
the
like
Castaways to play for the Young Guns?
like
That already
LeBron
did.
coming back to Cleveland, Alex coming back
I don't
to
think that
the
happens.
Guns.
I don't know.
Nope.
No,
I don't think the Guns are coming
I don't
back.
think
He
the Guns
doesn't
are coming
wanna
I
back.
don't think Alex would leave either.
he doesn't want to run a team anymore.
He doesn't have to, but the Guns aren't coming back. That's for sure.
I don't know if Al leaves the Corp. I feel like he
I
kind of
think-
likes playing
I
for the
think he
Corp.
stays.
I think Al stays. If,
You mean play? You mean being on the court?
He played the other night. Ricky, on the other hand, I'd say the odds he leaves are like 70-30.
Ooh.
He's goner.
Yeah, I don't think Al leaves no matter
You hear
what.
that, Goons?
They win the
Ricky
championship
never
or
missed a
not.
game with a cold before in his life.
It wasn't a cold.
Something's up.
It was
It wasn't a cold.
It was a sign of
You would have
infection.
played if it was the Young Guns.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, because no one would have shown up, and I would have had to. Otherwise, we would have forfeited. That was the Young Gun way.
Ricky, you trying?
Erroneous on all
I
counts.
made sure that there were plenty of people here to field the team, and then I didn't come.
Ricky, you're turning soft.
All right.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
And it all comes back to the Big Bang Theory.
Oh god.
On that note,
Yeah, let's get out of here. I want to thank Ray Hendry from the Sharks for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry that your game got canceled.
No, good call on canceling it.
Yeah, no,
It's not
it's
nice out.
yeah.
But yeah, this weather sucks. I want to thank.
It sucks when you have guys like coming down from other places.
No, I don't give a shit about them. It doesn't affect me.
You got to let them know like an hour and a half before the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm a selfish prick, so I don't care.
stop getting ringers.
Big Daddy Greg.
Hey, they've been on the team for a while.
Who's the third baseman or I guess he's playing right field on Sunday, I think?
On Sunday?
Sean Cahill?
No, Sean was
just
playing
left
right on
field,
Sunday.
Left field, sorry.
Oh, he's like Bizarro Craig. He's like hitting home runs.
Base.
Skinny.
Oh, playing left field.
Yes.
We call him Brian O'Brien. It's Brian O'Donnell. It's Michael Bryan's nephew. He lives in Breezy. And
Sounds made up.
hey, you can check his birth certificate. It's Brian. His name is Brian O'Donnell, but we call him Brian
Cool story,
O'Brien.
bro.
Any relation to Jerry O'Donnell?
No, Brian. Maybe. I have no idea.
Okay.
But
Brian O'Brien.
Brian O'Brien.
He's the one that's wearing Craig's jersey.
Yeah, and he has Mike's jersey too.
Yeah, Bizarro Craig.
He's Brian O'Brien, Bob.
Okay.
And Michael Bryan's the Big Cats, and now he's known as the Bobcat.
Okay.
The Bobcat?
Brian O'Brien.
A lot of
B.O.B..
ranting on this.
Yeah, just hope he's legal.
podcast.
Anyway, again, I want
Illegal.
thank you, Ray,
Thank you.
for coming on,
A lot
Yep.
of fun.
giving us your 2 cents.
Finish him.
Thank you, Greg, for being back again, finally.
Than for being a prick.
Please beat the Bachers twice, Ray.
Yeah, right. Take care of
Don't
business for us all.
don't fuck us.
Thank you to former Mayor Anthony Alaco for being with us as always.
You're welcome.
Thank you to Billy Trotter for all his technical work behind the scenes and also for his good looks.
Thank you.
And his terrible insight.
Hey, thank you, Ricky, for being here. You sound great.
If I'm healthy enough, I'm going to be there. If I'm
Yeah,
not,
Ricky,
I'm not
thank
showing up. Anyway, this has been Sundays Are for the Men. Lots to come in the future as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. And we love you, Roxbury. We thank you for listening, whether you're in your car or taking a nice long walk on the beach. We like to be the ones that are in your ears. Thank you for having us.
Jesus. This podcast is
Sure.
ridiculous.
I love it.
Anyway, but seriously, we love you. Thanks for listening. We'll be back either this weekend or next week, whenever the fuck we want.
Foopaman. Foopaman. Foopaman.
Boats and hoes.
Foopaman. 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 Bobby has full-blown AIDS.
Bob Fred Willis.
Da da